Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on some interesting updates. We begin with Pedri Gonzalez. In a recent interview, the midfielder talks about Xavi, Messi, Dembele, Ferran, Gundogan, Martinez, Romeo, Fermin Lopez, Mbappe. We are going to discuss on that interview as we move ahead. Secondly, talking about this report claiming that Barca face trouble as investors consider backing out from €65 million operation. That smells trouble for us. We are also going to discuss on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch right up till the very end. As Barcelona wind up their pre-season tour in the United States of America and get set to return home, midfield mainstay Pedri sat down with La Vanguardia for an interview, during which he discussed a myriad of topics, ranging from his teammates to the competition for places in the team and his aspirations for the upcoming campaign. All the talk surrounding Barcelona over the past week had been about Ousmane Dembele and his potential transfer to PSG. When asked about the same, Pedri said, Ousmane is a quiet and discreet person who doesn't talk too much about his kind of thing. Personally, I've seen him enjoy this pre-season and the years we have been together. I hope he stays. Since the interview though, it has been confirmed that the winger will indeed be leaving for PSG. Another player whose future has been uncertain this summer is a certain Ferran Torres, but the 23-year-old has done well in pre-season, and Pedri insisted that the Spaniard was calm and relaxed about his current situation. He said, Ferran is a very calm person. He is a very hard-working guy who doesn't listen to what people say outside. He is training with a lot of enthusiasm. He is going to give us a lot. We don't talk or read about what's going on. We are focused on playing. As far as incomings are concerned, Barca have signed 3 players in Ilkay Gundogan, Inigo Martinez and Oriol Romeo so far, and Pedri gave his opinion about the new arrivals. He said, Gundogan is a spectacle to watch him train. Inigo Martinez is a pity he has plantar fasciitis. I hope he will be with us soon because I've always thought he was a very good player. I have already seen Oriol Romeo at Girona. He seems to me to be a very suitable player to replace Busquets. Oftentimes last season when Pedri was not playing, Barca did not look the same on the pitch. When asked about the same, he said, I don't think so. We have a good squad. I try to help as much as I can on and off the pitch. But above all, I try to enjoy football. That's when things work out best for me. On whether he sees himself as an indispensable part of the team, he said, I feel I'm an important player, but I don't think anyone in the group is indispensable. We are all there to pull together. It's the collective that makes the difference. Given the plethora of midfielders at Xavi's disposal, there is bound to be competition for places, and Pedri addressed the same during this interview, as he said, I think that's the best thing that could happen to us. Having competition in midfield makes us great. At the end of the day, that's where Barcelona's game is played. Having so many people is a blessing for Xavi, who is the one who has to decide. We have a very good relationship with each other. We know that anyone can play and that individually puts you on your toes. Competition makes us the team and the team better. As for what Xavi has asked for him ahead of the new season, the midfielder said, last year I had to reach 10 goals and 10 assists. I didn't manage to get that. When I came back from the holidays, Xavi told me that this year I had to reach that mark. On whether there will be a shift in tactics this season, he said, we won't change the typical 4-3-3, but offensively, there will be some modification with a 3-4-3 in attack. It's one of the formulas we like the most. We have a lot of superiority inside that, and it is very beneficial because it helps us to control the ball, and when the team counterattacks, we are more compact at the back. On Barcelona's preseason win over Real Madrid and whether it indicates that things are going in the right direction, Pedri said, "We had just lost against Arsenal and it was important to win, even if it's a preseason game. A Clasico is a Clasico, although it's too early to draw conclusions. It was important to come away with a good feeling to face the season." Fermin Lopez is a player that Pedri had earmarked as someone to watch out for in pre-season, and the youngster stood out in the Real Madrid clash, scoring a golazo. The youngster, the youngsters who come up have a lot of self-confidence and simplicity. Fermin is one of them. In training, he surprised me a lot. I know that he's a player who, beyond his quality and talent, really wants to take on the world, Pedri said about his fellow young star. He's also a very good person, a very calm guy. I hope he stays with us. Pedri also touched upon Kylian Mbappe and his links to Real Madrid. He said, "I don't focus on what's coming up, but on what's there. And for the moment, Mbappe is a PSG player. We'll see what happens, but it's clear that he is a great player." Then moving on to the next story of discussion. In what could be termed as a big blow to FC Barcelona, a report from Sports 3 has claimed that the German investors who were to contribute 65 million euros by acquiring a 16% stake in Barca Studios have decided to back out from the agreement. The money coming in from the funding was supposed to be a financial boost for the club, as the executives had included in the feasibility plan, with the idea that the registration of players would have taken care of once the funds arrived. As a result of the backing out, club president Joan Laporta has decided to take matters into his own hands, as he will now look to resolve the issue from his level. Um, we have reported that before that Barca reached an agreement with a German investment fund to sell a 16% stake in Barca Studios, which would have roped in as much as 65 million euros in revenue. It must be noted that the team from Catalonia had already sold a 49% stake in Barca Studios to Orpheus and Socios.com last year. Each company bought a 24.5% stake for 100 million euros as they failed to deposit the 30 million installment payment in time. Barca was stuck in an unfavorable situation. This is exactly why they decided to sell the 16% stake to the German investors. Interestingly, by convincing Orpheus and Socios.com to give up 8% of their stakes each. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.